Hey,
Huh?
welcome to Chug Beers.
Hey guys, see? I didn't get tricked this time.
A little bit.
We're here with it.
We
It's,
bat it.
It's finally Monday,
It is finally Monday.
April 7th. Taxes are due next week.
Yeah, which is gross.
I haven't done my taxes yet.
I haven't either.
I'm so
I mean,
scared.
I filled them out, but I haven't filed them yet because I owe money, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay that.
Yeah, I don't even know if I owe money yet. I think I'm just gonna not pay them. I think I'm just gonna let this one slide by.
Hey, it worked for Wesley Snipes for a long time,
Yeah,
so who knows?
he probably owed way more money than I owe.
I'm sure he
Yeah.
made significantly larger amounts.
You know, I tell them to take whatever they need. Like when I fill out my paperwork, I'm like, just take what you.
Yeah, take what you feel's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you feel
Yeah.
like you fucking need my money, take it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was really hoping Trump dog would be like, fuck the IRS, and he would just liquidate it, but all he's doing is crashing our stock market.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Oh, what are we doing?
Struggling.
Everyone's not doing well. How are y'all doing? This is a silence for you to answer back.
Oh, you're not talking to me.
No, I was talking to the listeners.
Yeah.
I'll ask how you're doing here in a second. I'm just letting them get it out of the way. How are you doing? Doing all right?
Yeah.
Didn't see you this weekend. Kind of bummed me out a little bit.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, my iPad was doing iPad things.
Are we streaming?
Yeah. Says we are.
I think today's going to be a lot better. We're not going to have tornado sauce coming in every 2 seconds saying like, do you think God sees us when you close your eyes?
See, if he has questions like that, I'd be okay with it. All right.
Robot noses.
Robot noises.
Let's see. Got really drunk Saturday.
Good for you.
I did that.
You did. You succeeded
I
in your
succeeded.
goal.
I texted you. I was like, I'm just trying to get into some debauchery this weekend.
Yeah, I think I'm going to debauch myself really good.
Yeah, and I think I did a good job. I called my buddy Jeremy Loftus, and he met me at the Old Horse. Re-met. I've met him before. You know Kelly Sparks?
Maybe.
Big bald dude, red beard. He used to hang out at like local shows, mostly with like Before the Throne guys.
Yeah, if I saw him, I'd probably know what you're talking about.
Well, he has a podcast and a YouTube thing. It's called Uncensored Whiskey Reviews.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We got to talking, and I was like, hey, I would love to have you on the podcast. He's like, vice versa. Why don't we just make one episode and we both release it?
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, I'll talk to you on the podcast.
Yeah.
And,
No,
like,
I'm down.
please check him out, like and subscribe to him. And if you want to, you can do that for us. That would be super grand.
That'd be wonderful.
I'd really love that if y'all would. It helps us to the algorithm gods, because we're pathetic, petty things in their eyes.
We're
So,
sad boys. I don't know why a YouTube app won't load right now, but that's fine.
That's okay.
So, I was on here earlier, by here I mean YouTube,
Yeah.
looking at some stuff, and we are up to 93 subscribers on YouTube.
Shit.
Almost to 100.
Dude, what are we going to do when we get to 100?
We'll have a celebratory drink.
Yes, we'll do that. We'll have a special beer. This isn't the special beer. The one we make 100, we'll have.
My favorite beer is the next one.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I drank 3 of those slinging chains
Whew.
at the Old Horse.
Whew.
And then we went to Greenside, and then I drank like 4 or 5 of their Yellow Bellies.
Yeah.
And then I started puking my mouth secretly.
Oh, boy.
And then we went to Firehouse, and I drank like a Miller Lite or 2. And then I was like, all right.
Sober up a little bit.
Okay, guys, we're gonna call it a night. And on our way out of the Firehouse, me and Jeremy walked out there, and this like voluptuous black lady was like drunk. And like when we walked out, she's like, "Look at these Irish motherfuckers!" And just like that, Jeremy could witness to this. I was like, "Man, she just called us out." And she's like,
she knows.
and she's like, "Why don't y'all shake that ass for me?" So we did.
Oh,
we
boy.
started fucking
Twerking in the sidewalk.
and then she like was like serious. She's like, "Get in this car with me, man. I'm gonna fuck you to death."
Oh, no.
And I was like, "Yes!" And then her friends were like, "No, no, no." It's like I will do that.
No, she said it.
She said it. Consent has been written down.
That's right.
So I thought that was really neat. But yeah, I didn't get to go home with her.
That's sad.
I went home to Dolly. Dolly Parton.
Well, at least you survived.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're gonna have to pick a way to go out, though, that'd be a good way.
If I was going to die,
Yeah.
that'd be the way to do it.
Yeah.
Voluptuous black lady.
Sign me up.
Fuck me to death. That'd be great. Let's see. Fucking Friday, the kids and I were like terrified.
Oh yeah.
Tornado Alley, dude. East Texas got lit up. It's Lone Star got hit really hard, but it didn't affect my mom at all.
So I was at work,
Mm-hmm.
as one is generally on a Friday afternoon at whatever time it was, like 4
Yeah.
o'clock is when the alerts came through or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I called the kid's mom because they were at her house.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, have you been watching the weather? She was like, no, what's up? I said, you're under a tornado warning,
Yeah. What was
which
it?
is the bad one.
Yeah.
And so for
Is it warning's the bad one, not watch?
Watch means you have all the ingredients for tacos. Warning means tacos are available.
Huh. It would be, to me, it would be like,
It
listen.
should be the other way around.
Yeah, it should be like, warning, I have all the ingredients.
Yeah,
But watch is like,
out.
here they come.
Watch out, here they come.
I don't
know. I think that's right. I'm probably wrong. I
What the
don't
fuck,
know.
Mark Skirdo, why do you do this to us?
Just say, hey, fuckers, there's a tornado.
Nader
Nader
alert.
out there.
That would be cool.
That's how it is in Appalachia, probably somewhere.
Nader alert. Nader alert.
Look out, man. Them skies be spinning up there.
God's angry.
So she's like, oh, no. And then she's like, I guess the alert came through on her phone.
Yeah.
She was like, all right, I'll call you back. She didn't call me back. So I texted her like 30 minutes later. She's like, are you good? She's like, oh, yeah, we're in the hall. I was like, great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Which is good because they were at her house, which is newer and more structurally sound
Right.
than this house.
Apparently, you could see a tornado from like Main Street.
Yes. You could see it from the square.
Yeah.
It went just southwest of town and like went across Lake Gilmer, tore up the bridge on Lake Gilmer.
Really?
Well, it didn't really tear it up.
But just threw some shit on it.
Whoever put the asphalt down on top of what was already there did an absolute shit job. So it looked like a bomb exploded, but it just ripped chunks of asphalt up and then like went north between here and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It used to be Bobo's. It's a new restaurant now.
Yeah.
Right there across from the wrecker service.
Right. And Betty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took their roof off. Like it went right over that.
That sucks.
Went through Midway and all up that way and just did a bunch of fucking. Just a bunch of fucking like tornadoes do. I haven't heard of anybody getting hurt.
I think there was like minor injuries. I don't think there was any deaths.
But I don't.
I know the camp place out there in Lone Star, the teens camp.
Yes.
It got absolutely leveled.
Ugh.
And I think there's people there.
Oh no. Okay.
That's what my mom said. She said there was people there and they just hunkered down and they all were praying and worshiping and they said they kept them safe. So
Well,
okay,
at least,
cool.
You know, if you're face down, ass up, you don't see it coming.
That's the way Naders fuck. We were at
I almost died.
so kids and I Friday we I can't read that.
I can't either. Jeremy's watching. He said something. I can't read it from here.
We went to Kilgore and we ate there's an Italian food place in downtown Kilgore.
Yes. I've heard it's really good. I've never been there.
It is very decent. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever had. It was good.
Okay, this is pretty solid Italian food.
Yeah, for an Italian food place, fucking solid.
Nice.
The chick there, I'm just gonna go through the whole Friday night.
Let's do it.
It's just a crazy turn of events everywhere. The chick there like walked up. She's like, "I love your watch," and I was like,
This old thing.
I was like, "Oh, thanks. It's a Casio." And she's like, "Yeah, but it's gold." And I was like, "It's not real gold. I'm not that kind of guy." And we're like chit chatting for a while, and then she leaves, and Carrington like looks up at me, and she's like, "Quit flirting, Dad." I was like, "I'm not flirting. I'm just talking." She's like, "You're with us. No more flirting." I was like, "Okay,
Yes,
no more
ma'am.
flirting." And then
Next time she walks up, you just slap her. It's like, get away from me, you whore.
fuck you, winch. Then we were talking about like apparently there was a sequel to Megamind. I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And the kids were arguing with me. I was like, there is not a fucking sequel. Because like if I knew there was a sequel, I would have watched it. Megamind's like one of my favorite.
It's a great movie.
And then the waitress comes over like, are you saying Megamind has a sequel? And I was like, yeah, they're saying there's a sequel. And she's like, that's impossible. It's one of my favorite movies. And I was like, oh my God. And I'm looking at Carrington.
Like, I'm not. I
was like, what the fuck you want me to do? And I Googled like, is there a sequel? And apparently there is. And like both of us were like, wow, I guess this is what happens when you get old. And I was
Like, hey, you want to come over and watch it?
no, Carrington and Karis were like, you got to stop.
I'm not.
I'm not doing anything. I'm sorry, my just natural aura is so fuckable. I don't know what. Then we go to Walmart because I had to get cat food and shit like that. And well, as we're in there, Karis like gets pale and she's like, "Dad, I don't feel good. Like about to pass out." I was like, "What the heck?" So we sat down in the aisle for like 3 minutes, and I was like, her color came back. She's like, "Can we go home?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's go home."
Yeah, for sure.
Get in the car. We're on our way home. My phone just blows up, and it's like tornadoes.
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right."
Is that when you called me and you were like, "Hey, are you okay?"
No, this was way after. This was at like 9 o'clock at night. And
That's when round 2 came through.
yeah, and
Which all that stuff stayed south of us at the second one. We got a
well, the one that
fuck ton of rain.
so the one that was south of you was like the RV place people
Yeah.
were text messaging me, and it's like, hey, this is a mass message, like get out of your camper.
Oh shit.
Fucking get in your car, do something else. Just I was like, we're already in town, it's fine. So I stop and get gas, and I am watching like it. Like I couldn't see much, but I could just see the clouds, and they're just boiling over.
Yeah.
So I get gas, and oh my god, battery's dying. I was like, we're gonna hang out in town for a while. So we go back to this gas station, and I walk in there, and I'm like, hey, do you mind if we just chill out till whatever's about to happen happens? They said, yeah, if it gets rough, we have a cooler. And I was like, perfect.
I'm your man.
Kara starts passing out again.
No way.
Yes, and then I think this time around wasn't whatever the first one. I think it was like a panic attack because she was acting like real tough about it. She's like, "We'll be fine. Tornadoes don't scare me." Then the tornado siren started going off.
Oh no.
So in like Kilgore, it goes doo 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 doo. This is the National Weather Service for letting you know there's a fucking
play it over the.
yes, the whole town.
Oh, wow.
And he goes "Brrr," like the air raid,
Yeah.
and you're like, God Almighty,
That's rough.
it's terrifying. And we hung out. Nothing really happened. It stayed like north of us a little bit. And then we go back to the trailer and watch Roseanne. And I was keeping an eye on the weather because apparently at 4 in the morning it was supposed to happen again. But I was like, we're going to be asleep.
Take me in my sleep.
Yeah. I'm fine if we're just asleep and we just go carried quietly into the night. That'd be great.
100%.
Right. Yeah. But this weekend that sucked.
It was wild.
Yeah. Dalton Days was this weekend. Couldn't go to that because it was raining. I wanted to go to Dalton.
Saturday morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, they said they delayed it, but I don't think they ended up doing it at all.
That sucks.
That does suck. I love Dalton Days.
That's a cool thing.
It's so fucking cool.
It's like one of the only cool things downtown Longview.
They shoot guns
Yeah.
in real life.
So we're talking about tornado sirens. The first Wednesday of every month, right?
Mhm.
They test that shit.
Yep.
This month and last month just so happened to be thunderstorming like crazy
Really?
on the day that. You know what?
Oh, man.
There should be like a thing where if it's above a 60% chance of rain, fuck it, I don't care. Above a 40% chance of
Yeah.
rain, don't
Don't be testing shit.
test it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like,
What the fuck?
"Oh, it's raining. That means it must be a nader."
So, last year, whenever that hurricane was making its way up, and it like tornadoes everywhere, there was like 7 active tornadoes in East Texas.
Yeah.
Kilgore kept going off, and I had this helper named Jose. Fucking miss that guy a lot. I was like welding, and he was handing me rods as I was just making passes. I said, Jose, I don't want to die welding. Please, if you see something happening, you tap me on the shoulder and say, "Let's go take cover." I'm not gonna die welding because some motherfucker will say he died doing what he loved, and that's an absolute lie.
That ain't
Yes,
welding.
yes. So, yeah, it's pretty eventful times in the East Texas land. I can't read that.
I'm
dude.
gonna stand up and be that guy.
Yeah.
I can't get it to load on my iPad for some reason. So we got somebody says hi.
Hi.
It's like light fire. It looks like.
Okay.
Hi. Jeremy Loftus says Matt said, "Don't play with my emotions. I love you."
I said things, I guess.
I'm assuming he's talking about your experience outside of Firehouse.
I did say that. I did say, like, don't fuck with me. I'll fall in love tonight.
I'll be here forever.
Yeah. Went to Mama's yesterday for lunch,
Nice.
and I can get beer. And my mom got on to me at the dinner table.
Uh-oh.
Been the first time in a long time.
Uh-oh.
Because I said piss, and it was right next to like my stepdad's old aunt, you know.
She knows what piss is.
And she's like, "Hey, don't say that." And I was like, "What, piss?" She's like, "Matthew, stop." And I was like, "Oh." And then she gave me like the look I haven't seen in 100 years. I was like, "Oh my God,
I'm sorry.
are you really getting on to me right now?" Then she said something like, "This wouldn't happen because when the gays are, you know," or something like that. I was like,
Yeah.
"Mother,
Yeah.
watch your mouth."
You know when the blacks show up.
Yeah. No, she's not that way anymore. She learned. I guess. I hope so.
Oh,
What happened?
we're back.
Are we in it? Good stuff.
I don't know why, but it just decided it was going to finally load. All right.
Cool.
Now I'm manning the chat. I can...
Yeah, if y'all want to say something, we will say something to you. That's so cool. This fucking setup is so cool. It's going to get a lot cooler. We're going to add things, but like right now,
we really need something like a...
I've been waiting for a picture from a light bar thing.
Oh, my bad. I forgot.
That's all I've been waiting on.
I'm a bad friend.
You
I'm so sorry.
You thought it was me not doing it.
No, I just didn't know why.
I think if we get something like this size,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit bigger, something.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
We'll do show and tell on YouTube, so I'll draw you what we have at work, basically. It's like a flat square, and there's, flanges.
Mm-hmm. And the light bar goes in.
Well, and then there's like cutouts in all these.
Yeah.
And they broke them back and welded the corners.
Right.
And then there's a cutout of the logo in the middle. And then the LED strips are on the inside.
But you have the tray.
It's like that deep.
Okay. So we can cover that with whatever I make.
No. So this is
Or I can just
the front.
Yeah.
These are broken backwards.
Right.
So it makes like a frame.
Right.
And then there's inside is the lights. And the thing that we have at work runs like a 12-volt drill battery.
Okay.
So you can plug it in, unplug it, whatever.
Well, I can just make
That way
that.
there's not a cord hanging down.
I can just make that whole thing.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Okay,
It's one
yeah.
piece of aluminum with a
we'll
water
just-
cut logo in the
I
middle of
gotcha.
it. Then
I
the
can do
corners
that.
are welded.
I can make that.
I'll send you a picture. Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe.
Remind me.
Yeah, I'll get that made. We got a bunch of we got like a ton of 1/8" scrap right now. Right now, it's like piled up.
That's probably what that is. It's not very heavy.
I wouldn't make it anything heavier than 8. Yeah.
I don't know. They sell shiplap.
Fucking make it
She'll,
a 3/4 inch, baby.
she'll carry whatever you want.
Trying to think. Just trying to catch you on the weekend. We didn't hang out this weekend, so like really.
I took my kids to see the Minecraft movie.
What'd they think?
It was great.
Really?
It was fantastic. So
I was gonna do that, but I realized everything was sold out.
we went at like 6:00 Saturday evening. Got there at like 5:30.
Yeah.
And this is new. I've never had. This is like the fourth time I've been to the Film Alley place,
Yeah.
and
It's pretty nice, huh?
it's really nice, and it's cheaper than the other one.
AMC?
Yeah. So we got there. Yeah, 5:30, 5:45, 5:40 ish. Anyway, somewhere around that time frame. Movie started at 6:05. So I got there. I showed them my thing, scanned it, got the tickets.
Showed them your thing?
Yep, showed them a thing. Had to get really close to it,
Right in front of your kids.
right in front of the kids.
wild.
The place is packed, dude.
Yeah.
Packed. The bowling alley over there. I still haven't done the duck bowling thing. I want to do it, but I don't want to do it with my kids because I want to get drunk. Because they have
Sounds like a fucking Saturday,
they have
dude.
a full bar over there. So I get up there and like we're gonna order our food, right? Because it's one of those places where you can order and they'll bring it to your chair.
Mm-hmm.
So I put our order in, and then it's like, oh, I can't put your food order in yet till 10 minutes before the movie starts. And I was like, that's in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So we had to wait. But I've done this before where we were there like 30 minutes before the
And
movie.
you ordered your food and it was fine?
Yeah. Never had them tell me that before. But I think it's because it was so busy
Yeah.
that like they didn't want to get that food done and then the movie not even be able to be seated yet.
Right.
I don't know. But then so we go back, we fuck around for a little bit, go back up there, order our food. While I'm trying to pay for the food, the Wi-Fi goes down in the entire building.
Oh,
And
cool.
I'm like, oh, this is neat. But then there's a lady over here ordering food, and she's having the same experience. And I was like, okay, cool. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Sit there and wait, and their lines just stacking up behind us. I'm like, I can't. Luckily, nobody's being an asshole about it. It's
Good.
Like, I would have been like, look, I can't fix their Wi-Fi.
I can't fucking do this.
I can't help you. So we get in, sit down. You know, the pre-movie stuff is going on.
Right.
And then, like, 30 minutes later, the kids are like, Daddy, where's my food? I was like, oh, yeah, it's been a minute. So I went back to the counter, and I was like, hey, I ordered some food, like, almost 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's not here yet. And I'm like, oh, okay. And, like, counter guy turns around, hands it to a manager guy. He was like, follow him, he'll help you. I was like, all right, cool. So I go to follow him, thinking he's going to meet me at the door and we're going to talk. Well, he just beelines it down the aisleway to another room. We're not streaming anymore.
Oh, my God.
Stand by.
I can't, like, I got a cool story about, like, this fucking sending it to management and management not knowing anything more than the other person. That shit makes me wild, dude. I can't, like, ugh. I don't know why certain people, like, get in a profession where they have to talk to customers. It makes no sense to me. Like, you're in charge of that shit. Is it your Wi-Fi?
I don't know.
That's strange.
Yeah, well, we'll do some extra Spotify in right now.
Yeah.
So, dude goes down the aisleway.
Yeah.
And I guess that's where their prep kitchen's at, where they make the food for the people that are doing the movies, not the people that are doing everything else. And while I'm standing there waiting, this other woman who was coincidentally in line next to me is chewing ass on this other guy. And just like, I deserve a discount. This is fucking ridiculous. Blah, blah, blah. I want my receipt back. And I was like, woman,
you gotta calm
your tits.
Yeah.
Like, if this is the worst thing that's happened to you all day, you're having a pretty fucking good day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to wait an extra 30 minutes for your food.
Maybe she's diabetic and she's getting weak in the knees.
I think she had like 6 kids, and they
there
were probably all like wearing her ass out. I don't know. But the guy finally comes back, and he's like, hey, sorry about that. The kitchen didn't have a ticket for it. And I was like, hey, you know what? When I put my order in, that's when the Wi-Fi went down.
Yeah.
So it probably just got hung up in the system and didn't go back there. It's totally cool. No big deal. Thank you for taking care of it.
Right.
Like, it's not his fault
that
technology's a bitch. And I damn sure wasn't going to be this woman that was, like, berating this man for no reason.
Dude, there's some women.
And he was very not, like, props to that guy, because he was super calm and super chill. I would have looked at her and I told her, go back and watch your fucking movie.
Yeah.
Or you can leave. I don't care.
But we know, me and you know, we can't be around customers.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do that shit.
Not allowed.
Because if we were, like, oh, eat ass. Like,
good
you
luck.
want your fucking money back? Get out of here. Kick rocks, nerd. Today, so after work, I had to run to 17 different pharmacies for my kids because I don't know, like a year ago we were trying to get antibiotics for Carrington, and Carrington's allergic to red dye, and we were like, we went all over the world. Walmart said, like, we can't do the red dye, we can't do
we're
this,
back
that.
live on YouTube.
Sorry guys,
sorry about that. We had a oopsie daisy.
So we found that Lewis Morgan, whatever you want to call it, they did the dye-free. Well, today we had one prescription go to Walmart for cash, and the other one for Carrington went to Lewis Morgan.
Yeah.
So we can, they have the dye-free option.
Right.
This, that, and the other. Well, I'm in Walmart first, right down the road from work. So I go in there. I'm not shitting you, dude. I walked in there at like 4:08. I was back in my car at 4:12 with the fucking...
Wow.
I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
I've never done this before. And I'm like, today's going to be a good day. I got to go to Longview and get the other one, but like, okay.
That's okay.
Go to the Lewis Morgan on High Street. Walk in, and I was like, I'm here to pick up a prescription for Carrington. Do all that. And then I just so happened to ask, like, hey, make sure that doesn't have artificial dye in the antibiotics.
Yeah, it would be fantastic.
And she says, oh, I don't know how I can see that. I'm like, I'm almost positive there's ingredients on everything you put out there, because that's kind of the law. You know, you got to have some kind of ingredient list on mostly everything, I would think, right? Well, she goes back there and talks to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist, I'm not kidding you, when she said that, the pharmacist does like this weird face, like
why would you do that?
Yeah, why would you want blah, blah, blah. And then she comes back, she's like, it does have dye in it. I was like, well, I gotta have the dye-free option. Then she goes, we don't make
necessity.
She's like, we don't make that. I go, that's crazy, because I was here in December for the same fucking prescription, and it was dye-free. She goes, well, you must have went to somewhere else. And I was like, nope, it was right here.
It was here.
Because at one time, y'all were the only ones that carried this certain antibiotic. It's called Hilka 405 milliliter dye-free bubblegum flavored antibiotics.
Yeah.
The pharmacist, she just kept going to the pharmacist like, nah, 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 and coming back to me and like, nah, nah, nah. And I'm like, I don't know what you want from me, you know? And then by the time the pharmacist came back, I was like, listen, I told her to tell you we don't have a dye-free option. I was like, well,
figure it out.
I said, well, that's crazy, because I've bought antibiotics that were dye-free here. And he's like, you must be mistaken. I said, nope, I'm absolutely not.
Yeah, can confirm. I know what I'm talking about.
I'm not a pharmacist. Don't get me wrong.
I'm not trying to do your job.
No, I just know that this is. Well, then he goes and looks in his computer. It's like, yes, we do carry it. It'll be 2 days before it gets here. And I go, crazy. And then he's like, do you want me to order it for you, or you want to figure it out? And I was like, that's when, dude, I literally, that whole spiel, like, I was like, hey, I don't know why you woke up one day and decided you want to like talk to customers.
Yeah.
I don't know why you decided this is your career.
Maybe you shouldn't do it.
Maybe you shouldn't do it. And he's like, well, I don't have time to. I was like, absolutely, I get it, 100%. I will never darken the doorstep of another Lewis Morgan for the rest of my days. A lot of people love him. I get it. But that pissed me off. And, like, I had to do the whole screaming at my windshield on the way back to Liberty City, like, motherfucker!
Yeah, it's either that or kill a man.
Yeah, I'll follow you home. Like, it was so bad. I feel real dumb about it.
That's rough.
When it comes to, like, the kid stuff, like...
It's the only time where it's justified. And that's this is like a health situation, right?
Yeah.
Well, this woman at the fucking movie theater was just...
mad because her food wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she...
Yeah.
Like...
chill out.
Yeah, calm down.
Do you remember when...
This is an inconvenience.
Do you remember when movie theaters only sold popcorns and candy?
Right.
Now you fucking mad that your chicken strips ain't out fast enough?
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
I don't understand it.
I don't either.
I don't know why you would be that mad about something. I mean, I get it.
I can slip into that. I try my best not to, but like...
yeah, I can too.
But, yeah.
But only when it's justified.
Mm-hmm.
This was not. She was just being a...
she's being a dirty bitch.
She was being naughty.
Yeah. I don't know.
And props to that dude. And he was like had to be every bit of 6'4", 6'5".
Could have just laid her out.
Younger black gentleman.
Could just fucking leveled her.
Oh, yeah. And she was a little bit shorter than me.
I bet she was wide, too.
Not really.
Well,
but she looked like she came from money or had money.
Yeah,
so she's used to being like catered to immediately. And I was like, bitch, this is the real world. You're at the movie theater.
You are amongst the people.
That's right.
Chill the fuck out.
Welcome to America.
America. Yeah. Oh, shout out to the Copper Cactus Supply.
Yeah, look at us.
Look at us. We have outside hats that match, and now we have these hats that match. So
sponsorship opportunities are available.
There's so many opportunities for you to sponsor this podcast. We also have Cash App if you guys feel obliged.
Yeah, send us some money. We'll use it wisely.
We promise we won't buy cocaine with it.
Because it won't be enough.
Yep. No.
That would make, but if you do send enough for cocaine, that would buy a lot of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That was $14. That's enough beer for a night, for sure.
This was $14 also.
Really?
Yeah.
You starting to like that beer, huh?
I didn't want anything else they had.
Oh, where'd you go?
Brookshire's.
Yeah.
It's a good beer. I don't drink as many of them.
Yeah. They really bum me out with not responding to our fucking email.
Well, I've just gotten used to it.
I have too.
My
It's
life-
hard. It's fucking hard. Like doing this podcast, realizing like
No, you get to a point where you're used to disappointment, so it's really not that big of a deal anymore.
right.
You keep your standards low enough, it's hard to disappoint you.
Yeah. Keep them low so you don't get hurt anymore. So I read through that Lacerda stuff.
Did you read the transcript?
I listened to Chris Ramsey stuff, and then I read it.
Yeah.
It is fucking wild.
It reads like a novel
It
or a screenplay.
it reads like
It reads like I gotta go pee.
go pee out of my mouth.
Gross.
No, don't do that. Mm-hmm. While he goes pee, I get beer. Ooh, 4 people. Daddy doesn't talk to anybody but the room. Scooby-Doo-Bow-Wop.
Scooby-Doo-Bob-Wop.
Have y'all read any good books? Be cool to know that. What you doing, puppies? Oh! Oh! You ever get the kisses?
I'm back.
The Lacerda stuff, like, okay. Like, you can turn off your, like, you can turn off that little thing in your head that says this is bullshit.
Yeah.
If you can do that and read it like it's actually true, to me it's like what a true story would be like.
Right.
If I was a person that's like, man, fuck.
Like if you were to read that and you didn't know that it was supposedly a reptilian individual,
If it was in a sealed manila folder,
and somebody said, "Hey, read this,"
read this.
no context.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like it makes sense.
Well, what was fucking bugging me out was like certain things she was saying about the different species of aliens.
Yeah.
Like these certain species that you see from like the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, like they're like the new kids on the block, and the reason why they have those crashes is because they didn't know the magnet, like how our magnetic field works on Earth. And I was like, that makes so much. Like they hit like a certain current eddy, and they're like, they crashed out.
Yeah. Or ran into a storm with a bunch of lightning and it fucked
Yeah,
up all
and
their
it like,
shit.
and it also like it verifies certain things Bob Lazar has said, like the Oliver Fox shit. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things in it. Like Chris Lear shit. There's a lot of things that that was said, and it kind of validates certain things. So I don't know. Like someone's either the most gifted fiction writer,
Right.
yeah,
Was it Home Dude that wrote all the Wheel of Time books?
Robert Jordan,
Yeah.
and Brandon Sanderson.
It reads like a Brandon Sanderson novel.
Yeah, no, it reads better because it feels really real.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Me personally, like just being a goofball freak, I want that shit to be real. Just where I can like understand things. Who be talking shit?
Drew said, "Why did I stumble into a gay lumberjack live stream?"
Because that's your taste, baby.
Your algorithm said you wanted it.
That's what your algorithm said. But like, it really woke me something up in my head. I was like, oh fuck, I want shit like this to be real as all get out.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like, there's been so many people have talked about reptilians and things like that and Hollow Earth, and she kind of shut Hollow Earth down.
She did.
And I was like, like, and suppose it was in 1999 to 2000 is when this was made up.
Right. So there was it? I think there was two different interviews, conversations.
Yes.
2 or 3.
2 or 3.
And I haven't found anything from the first one. I maybe just haven't dug back far enough. Because the episode that I listened to, and I think the one you listened to also, was from most of it was from the second interview.
He's did 3 parts.
Okay, I've only heard 2. Maybe I missed the very first one.
Probably the first one is kind of like she kind of goes into like how their species works,
okay,
how they produce babies, and like
I didn't hear that one.
And like the craziest shit about it was like she's not an alien, she is a native to Earth,
right?
And because a certain species of aliens came back and made these fucking monkeys, like super sped their evolution, you know. It read like she was like a fucking jaded older sister, like you're only shit because you got things taken care of you, you know, this, that, and the other. So I don't know. If you haven't read it, it's the Lacerda Files. It's a cool read if you like sci-fi, if you like neat shit. It reads so cool.
Yeah, I think if you read it like that,
mm-hmm.
and then go from there,
right?
Start it as like, I'm gonna read it as a fiction novel.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff in there makes way too much damn sense.
It hits so clean. Like, I don't know. They went into like the talk about like photography. When you take pictures of UFOs and it's all blurry and like it's never a clear photo.
Right.
If you have a crisp outline of the craft, it's fake. If you have a blurry if this craft is able to do what it says it does, it's bending like gravity itself.
Right.
So like your fucking basic caveman photographing machine, it won't fucking.
Don't care how many megapixels you have. It's
right.
not gonna work.
It's going to catch up. It's going to catch you. And like when they were talking about like certain bright orange cigar shaped things, I was like, that's what I fucking saw when I was a kid. You know, that's what most people see is that.
That's the most common.
It's the most common.
Yeah.
So cool alien shit.
So the what's the lawyer's name?
Danny Sheehan.
Danny Sheehan was on another podcast.
Yeah.
Called American Alchemy or
American Alchemist. That's that Jeremy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like yesterday or today. It was very, very recent.
I haven't watched it yet.
He told a lot of the same stories that he told on Chris Ramsey's podcast, but he went way deeper into a lot of it.
Really?
About halfway through it, and he was talking about the JFK stuff.
Really?
And he was like, "Oh yeah, everybody knew it was going to happen before it happened."
Yeah, that's kind of how that's what I've been reading about.
The CIA knew it was going to happen.
That Judith Vary Baker chick I talked about, the older lady.
Yeah.
So I went on like a little, secret deep dive on her. Not secret. I just looked up some more shit. Like she was one of the youngest cancer researchers of America. Like the way she tells her story, it sounds crazy as shit, but like she's been validated over and over again in certain things. And she's, she was supposedly like Lee Harvey Oswald's side chick.
Yes.
Yeah. And like from that, with like, well, why was he married and had kids? He's like, that was, that's to make anchor babies, keep them here.
Yeah. So one of the things that he talked about today was, or not today, whenever he was on the episode, was that the Tillman dude that Oswald shot when he was fleeing was supposed to be his handler. Like Oswald was supposed to take the shot but not be the only person there.
Yeah.
But he didn't know that there was anybody else there.
Right.
Like some Ramirez dude is the one that actually made the kill shot. And then when I think it was Tillery, something like that, came up to Oswald to basically escort him out of there. He was going to take him out of there and kill him.
Yeah.
He shot him, and then he ran, and then he got arrested. He was never supposed to get arrested.
He was supposed to die.
That was never part of the plan.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that guy seems to know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So like he just has, just by happenstance, which you can look at it like, oh, you're fucking Forrest Gump syndrome. Like you were everywhere where everything was happening.
Right.
But like he checks out too.
Right.
Like he's been a part of a lot of shit.
Yeah, and the reason he said he's never taken a security clearance, even though he's been offered it,
because he wants to talk
he's
about it.
like, no, if I take a security clearance, I can't say anything.
Yeah, he's a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
If I got a security clearance, I'm telling all my friends, I'd be the worst agent ever.
Just be a liability.
Yes, I would be shot in the head. I don't know, man. Once you go, like, you hear all these stories and then you listen to Tom O'Neill books, like how they did MK Ultra,
Yeah.
like,
Just give everybody as much LSD as they can
yeah,
stomach.
it's so so Jack Ruby shot fucking Oswald, and then Jack Ruby gets arrested, and he gets put into like a hospital scenario.
Got put in jail.
Yeah, but then he got. I mean,
He went crazy in jail.
Yes, instantly crazy.
But somebody was in there with him, which
Yeah.
is undocumented, allegedly.
It's Jolly West.
Yeah.
Jolly West was the guy that was like Haight-Ashbury doing all the shit with Manson.
Yeah.
Like he was
Yeah.
part of MK Ultra
Yes.
big time.
And he allegedly spent 24 hours with Jack Ruby in his cell.
Yes.
And then Jack Ruby lost his mind.
Yeah, he just fucked him up on all kinds of cool shit. They also gave him like 100 X-rays in a week,
Yeah, that's not good for you.
and then he just barbecued him to like Cancer Town.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still waiting on like the official files, but I guess we're gonna watch the stock market crash before we
I
get
am
that.
still waiting on them to release Jackie O's transcript. The whole thing. Like, they interviewed her for like 3 hours
Yeah.
once she got back to DC.
So like
And none of that's been released yet. To the best of my knowledge. I could be wrong. I probably am. I'm used to it by now.
right.
But that's the one thing that I really want to see that I haven't seen. She was in the car.
Yes. Well, like the two guys up front, there's a driver and the passenger.
Yep.
The passenger got shot in the wrist.
Yes.
The driver
May or may not have also shot Kennedy in the face.
may or may not also shot Kennedy in the face.
Yeah.
Those two guys are made men. Like, they're not going to say shit.
No.
Jackie probably had nothing to do with anything.
Probably not. I mean,
she was just America's sweetheart that married John F. Kennedy, who, by the way, was fucking everything with two legs.
Yeah.
Like, all those dudes were.
Yeah.
Johnson.
It was the fucking, that time.
No, there's no internet. They can get
Yeah.
away with it.
There's no social
Here's
media.
$10,000. Just keep your mouth shut, you know?
If somebody develops a picture and says, hey, what is this? You never saw that.
Yeah, you never saw. Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's just, it's like a weird time because like it feels like the alien stuff is ramping up big time. Like UFOs and like we're getting certain disclosure. Like that Sheehan guy has a organization. He's trying to. It's basically like this is for the people to be a part of history. To like we're gonna get disclosure, and because we're gonna gather up and be in numbers. Like that's the whole thing.
Right.
Because he's like, it's time. Like, no more fucking around. There's too much shit out that you can't keep it hidden anymore.
Well, it's the prevalence of information it's too easy.
Yeah.
And, you know, you got to weed through the bullshit to find the real shit.
Yeah.
And you may not ever find the real shit, but because if I was trying to hide something, that's what I would do. I would just flood the market with information.
Yep.
And say, good luck figuring out what's real and what's not.
Yeah. If I was trying to keep something hidden, that's a genius way to hide, you know. Like, I know that, like, some people think that it's all a psyop. Like, it's not.
Yeah, the whole
it's
thing.
The whole thing. I thought it was interesting that in that Lacerda file, she was saying, like the information we have, like the technology supposedly we have from aliens, was just enough to like keep our shit under wraps, but also for them to like get an upper hand on us. They're like, yeah, we'll give you this engine technology.
Yeah, but you're never going to figure out how
You're
it
never going to
works.
figure it. You know, like, kind of like, what is it called? Native American giving? I don't know. Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
that really fucked me up.
Well, another theory I heard on that was it kind of makes sense. Say we as a developed society went to some, other country that's less developed and said, hey, we've got this software.
Right.
If you use this software, you implement it, it'll make your life a billion times better.
Right.
But we have the backdoor codes. We can kill it at any point in time we want to.
Yeah.
It was kind of the same thing. It's like, we're going to give you this technology. But if you get too wild with it, we can shut it down.
Right.
Remotely.
Right.
So, I don't know. Maybe some of this shit that's crashing is stuff that we're actually developing, and they're like, you're not ready for this.
Damn.
Cutting it off. I don't know.
I wish they would just fucking show up and be like, "Hey, children, stop." Like the way that God,
that's unnecessary.
The way that was sort of the way she would talk about humans was like super cool to me. Like she treated us like idiots, which that's what you would expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was...
Well, she talked about us like you would talk about your toddlers.
Right.
It was
the same... If your mind can comprehend.
Yeah, it was the same kind of feel for me. What I got from it was like, thank you for asking that question. That's a big boy question.
What a good boy. You
basically what it was.
I don't... Thanks, Dad. Is Drew's handle just Drew? Or what's his... handle on?
I'm not gonna front him on the stream.
Oh, never mind.
Well, I guess it's Cool Sheet.
He's the one who wrote that. I got it.
Yeah,
he left a comment a couple months ago. I was like, who the fuck?
Yeah. He asked when we're gonna have merch. I said we already have stickers. Did you ever go back to that people about those hats?
Nope.
Still got that hat.
Yep.
So the thing about merch is it costs money.
It's an investment.
Spend money to make money.
I gotta spend money to make money, but like I ain't got no money to spend to make. I don't know which would be better to like either do hats first or t-shirts. Hats
shirts
you can
are cheaper.
Shirts are way cheaper. But I don't want to be on top of like a fucking 65 shirts. Yeah. But like who knows? Maybe we have enough people that would just be dope for that, and we'll just get like there's like the grand scheme plan for t-shirts is like fucking like a quarterly release of cool shit that we come up with.
That would be cool.
And like
so I know a lot of dudes do I think it's called Teespring. Maybe. It's one of those deals where like you send them your design.
And they make it per order.
And then they sell them, and then you get like a
kickback.
Right. Maybe the way to go. I don't know. I'll look into it.
I think shirts would be cool to do next. And like, I think it would just be our logo. I know at one point we were talking about different things, but like...
I think you start with the logo and then maybe offer some different...
color options.
Well, yeah, and then like if we have a really wild podcast, like with a cool name, we come up with some...
Blue Balls and Depression was a fucking...
Craig was like, I don't listen to your podcast,
but the name
of that episode is fantastic.
Yeah.
I was like, thanks.
Yeah. I was really enamored with it.
Over under on RFK being compromised.
Oh man, I'd have to say over.
Think so?
Yeah, I think he might. I don't think he might be fucking swinging for the fences in a bad way right now.
I think
he won Trump the election in a weird way.
I think
him as the Democrat coming over to the Republican side and making
helped. I don't
think he did that out of goodwill.
I think that he thinks that what he thinks is right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because
you got
yeah. I don't know why he sounds like a drill sergeant.
I don't know. When RFK started getting on the scene, whatever, it was like 4 years. He's been a lawyer doing all the good things, but like he was making a run.
Yeah.
And he started like in 2021, 22. And he was big about fuck you, Anthony Fauci. His book, The Real Anthony Fauci.
Yeah.
Like, I've tried to read it. It's too much information for me. But he's like, basically, like, clear as day. Like, here's the line in the sand of a fuck up this guy is.
Right.
And no one's retaliated or sued him. So that lets you know, like, he's just spitting fire.
I think that, like I said, I feel like in his mind, he thinks that he's 100% right. And a lot of what he's talking about is legitimate stuff. Like, I think.
Well, he wants to get
public health shit is vastly underrated.
So, like,
as a society,
people talk shit about him wanting to get rid of dyes. Like, you touch my Fruit Loops, I'll fuck you up. But like, if you are a parent to a kid that we've had to find like dye-free options the whole time,
it makes a difference.
It's a fucking overwhelming. Like, you don't know how many labels I've read. There's certain things I can look at and be like, that has dye in it. Like, I just know because I've read the label fucking 300 times. Right. And to me, in that sense, like, yeah, that would be great. We don't need dye. Dye just makes the food colorful.
It doesn't change it.
It doesn't change the flavor. It doesn't change the nutritional value. It doesn't do anything. It just makes it brighter.
Yeah.
And that's stupid.
Like, I would drink a Big Red if it was clear. I don't care.
Yeah.
It tastes wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's red.
Right.
I call it Big Clear. Fuck it. I don't.
Give me some of that Big Clear, baby. Give me some of that Big Clear.
You remember the Crystal Pepsi?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It was great. It tasted just like Pepsi.
Right. Well, like Dr. Pepper doesn't have dye. It's just caramel. Like, it's just part of it.
Yeah.
But like Big Blue, Big Red.
Yeah, anything that claims a color in its name,
that's
plenty of dye.
Yeah, and I think that goes to a certain like people, like poverty. Like, you can afford a Big Red and you can't afford a Coke. Like, I drink the shit out of like fucking Big Red as a kid.
That's the thing that kills me, man. Is like, you go grocery shopping,
like Faygo.
The healthy shit
is so
prohibitively more expensive,
right,
than everything else.
Yes.
But they're like, oh yeah, you need to be healthier. Well, fuck it, make it where I can buy it. Actually, just make it to where I can buy groceries anyway. I don't care.
Right.
This is stupid.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, we've talked about this like privately. Like, we're getting to a point where we're going back to the ways like my fucking grandparents had it. That was the healthiest way to live.
Yeah.
And like, we went a way weird direction, but now everybody's like, have you heard about beef tallow? Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Use it.
Yeah.
I recommend it highly.
Fucking that there
Guess what? You can make it yourself.
Yeah. My grandma had a jar of that shit on her oven. Yep. She'd take a scoop, cook it up, and make it happen. Like there's so many things that they did that people are now acting like it's a new fucking health breakthrough. No, it's just...
It's lost knowledge. That's the problem. There was a
It only took 60 years for it to become lost knowledge.
There's a generational gap. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Is you had like...
convenience.
Our grandparents and their parents.
Yeah.
Maybe even a generation before. It's like great-grandparents and grandparents.
They had it figured out.
Grandparents a little bit. Great-grandparents for sure.
Right.
And then grandparents and our parents went to the convenience.
That's what I'm saying. Like, microwave.
It's hard. It's a little bit more work.
What? You can buy ice cream? You don't have to fucking sit there and listen to that thing churn for an hour and a half? Like, it's just crazy to me. I read this thing on Instagram, and she was going down like healthiest things you can do for yourself, and it was like grow your own garden. You know, if you're a meat eater, find the availability of meat or hunt for yourself. And I just went down this whole list. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh, so you mean like the 80s?
That's like the fucking first 10 years of my life. That's how I was raised.
Yeah, same.
Like, I ate fucking like my...
That's probably why we're not 6'4" and built like a brick shit house, because there's not as much hormones.
Yeah. But we're dense. Mentally, we're dumb as shit. But like, I remember
strong back, weak mind.
I remember like my grandma had a fucking pantry.
Yep.
And in that pantry was just rows and rows and rows of mason jars.
Yeah, everything's canned.
Everything was canned. And then my dad and my mom would go over there and like take a couple of cans, like black eyed peas, tomatoes, like all this thing to cook something.
Jacqueline's mom has a shelf that's the size of those cabinets behind you.
Yeah.
Floor to ceiling, Nothing but canned stuff.
This was a room.
Oh, nice.
It was like trying to remember, like you walk into a room and it was like 5 feet wide and it was kind of like probably about 10 foot deep, and it had 4 rows on each side, and it was just filled with shit. And then they would have this thing, and it was called expiration stew. So they would go in there and figure out like what was getting weird. Like, hey, this is like 3 years old. We need to cook as much. I fucking ate canned peaches all the time because we had to eat it or they're going to go bad.
Right.
So like if I wanted a fucking yummy sweet treat, Mimi would pop open a can of
peaches,
pour it in the bowl, and said, y'all go fucking
have fun.
I don't know. It didn't like dawn onto me like a couple years ago. I was like, oh, we're fucking up. We're fucking up. We're fucking up. And like that, going back to the RFK thing, like he is in favor of a lot of that. I don't know why he got with Trump to do.
Because Trump would let him.
Yeah.
I think Trump saw the benefit of having kind of a wild card.
It was.
In that regard of like massively
when homie walked out
different from the rest of everything else.
When homie walked out on stage in Arizona at that rally, and he's like, I'm going to put my endorsement to Trump because he's the one that's going to let me go to town.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to think he is compromised because he hasn't done much. I don't know. It's just fun to say he's compromised. I'm just a fucking little shit.
I think it was, yeah, you know, he's been the biggest proponent of the JFK release stuff.
Yeah, it's his uncle.
I know, but I'm kind of wondering if like that was what got him there. Was like Trump was like, yeah, if you come over here and, you know, I don't want to say bend the knee because I don't think that's what happened.
Kiss the ring.
But if you take this position, you push whatever you want. I don't care. But I need your support in this situation. Yeah, we'll figure out what happened to your uncle.
I will say one part of it. I don't know how many people were for RFK on a certain side.
Yeah.
And as soon as he was like, you know, make America healthy again.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck you.
Right.
And like they say some pretty profane shit to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a lot of, I think he's probably gotten more hate than Trump has.
Right.
At least in the initial stages. I think right now Trump's getting his ass handed to him in
the tariff shit.
Ratings.
Yeah, it's not great right now. I'm hoping like it all will level out.
It usually does.
Well, like I know
this is not the first time this has happened.
No, but like everyone's saying, like I looked at my retirement fund and it's half as much as it was a week ago.
Because the market.
Yeah, you have your fucking money in a fluctuating thing.
Yeah.
I'm too dumb to understand tariffs.
It's just extra taxes.
Basically. Well, it's like
it's import-export taxes. That's all it is. Look at it that way. It's easier to understand.
He's trying to get work back into America. And that's cool. That's fine. But like I know what
Drew said, I've got a great debate. Pick one to lose forever. Beer, snatch, or electricity.
Oh fuck. Bye power. Caveman times, dude.
Yeah. I can't disagree with you. Can't disagree with you. I don't know. Electricity's pretty cool. Beer's pretty cool. I can go a long time without getting laid.
But I can't say I
forever?
Yeah. It's got to happen again.
Well, just like, you know, stuff some rags in a cup and go to town, I guess.
No, man. I like I can go a while without it, but like I become a demon if it's not in my life eventually.
Thanks for throwing us that curveball.
Yeah. Electricity.
Refrigeration's pretty cool.
How you going to keep the beer cold? Ice.
That's what I'm saying. Refrigeration's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's either that or you cure all your meats.
I either cure this meat or cure that meat. It's got to something's got to level out, dude.
One of them's got to be in a cold tunnel.
Something.
Dark tunnel, not cold. Sorry. It better not be cold. Whoa.
Dude, could you imagine, like, what the fuck?
Are you dead?
Oh. I don't know.
Anyway.
I'd like to think that RFK trying to do what's best.
I think in his mind he is.
And
I really do. I think his intentions are good.
yeah.
Maybe not like pure, but I think they're good.
So like,
I don't think anybody has pure intentions.
so you know things about your family that no one else knows.
Yes.
So like, you got to assume that RFK knows things that no one else knows about his family.
Yeah.
So like, this whole floating thing, this super polarizing event that happened to his uncle and his dad.
Right. I think the thing that set him over the edge was that when it happened to his dad.
Yeah.
Like what, 5 years after
If that.
his uncle?
It was pretty recent. And like the fact that his dad was on the phone going like, "Did you kill my brother?"
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, dude.
I had to pee again.
You gotta pee again?
Drink a lot of water today.
Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I gotta pee too. I didn't drink enough water. I'm surprised my urine's not red tinted.
Y'all start barking again. I'm gonna put you back outside.
Oh, sorry about that. We're back.
I'm not sorry at all.
What do you say?
Real men pee on camera. The zoom is not good enough.
So like that. Okay. What is the market for like male OnlyFans, and is it just for gays?
I don't know. I've never looked into it.
I haven't either, but I'm just saying, like, if you're a dude and you're doing OnlyFans, like,
There's probably not a lot of chicks that are subscribing to dudes OnlyFans.
that's what I'm saying. So you'd have to play into.
Maybe.
Now the real question is, can you just like, I'm gonna post this video, and I don't care who buys it,
Sure. You
Yeah.
can do whatever you want, I think.
but nobody's doing it. So everyone, like, you could say like, yeah,
I mean, it seems like that makes sense.
yeah,
But I know that, like, OnlyFans is for all kinds of stuff. It's not all just...
porn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. You can fucking share your bakery
Right.
recipes, baking recipes. I just,
Put a bun in your oven.
I don't know. I feel like in my mindset, if I was a woman and I just was like fucking 20% hot. Now I'm not talking like showstopper, nothing
Right.
like that. 1,000% I'm making an OnlyFans. That's fucking money on the table.
It just seems like... It seems like it's too easy.
And this is coming from someone that's never paid for anything on OnlyFans.
Same.
I've never done it. Like, I can't. I'm not gonna go down that road.
It's free on the internet.
Yeah. But like, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. There's a lot of weird dudes out there,
Significantly large amount.
and like,
There's more weird dudes out there than there are good dudes out there.
that's yeah.
I think.
You
could
and
be
I,
wrong.
good dudes.
Sure. Better than most.
Better than some.
Gooder than most.
Gooder than most. I don't know. It just, I've talked to someone that I know, and I told her, I was like, you know, if money's tight, fucking put a mask on and
Yeah.
show the goods.
Or just sell pictures of your feet.
That's a thing.
There's so many
If-
weirdos out there that will supply all of your needs.
If you guys want to see my feet, $3.99.
$3.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if enough of them happen,
It's true. Quantity over quality.
yes.
Yeah.
My feet are busted, dude.
Hobbit feet.
They got weird calluses on them.
from wearing work boots for the rest of your life, or for all your life.
And all the rest of it too. I'm praying this thing takes off because
bury me in these steel toes.
Yeah, I stopped wearing steel toes like 2 years ago.
Nice.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't need toes.
They say they're steel toes. I'm like, yeah. Well, steel toes is only designed to, like, if something heavy falls on your foot, it cuts your toes off clean. So they can sew them back on.
Nice.
Did you know that?
I did not.
That's the only thing steel toe helps. Because, like, okay.
So what about the composite toes? That's not going to happen. Those are going to shatter.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just like, oh, yeah, we made this lighter version of this thing that's going to not save your foot.
I think it will cut off your toe the same.
Just explode.
Fiberglass and fucking resin. Ugh.
Then you die from some kind of weird blood poisoning.
That's one of my biggest fears, that, like, I'm going to get blood poisoning from something I didn't know I had. Do you ever do that? Because I get, like, splinters and burns all the time.
Nah, I just don't care.
Me either, dude. I'm cool.
Dig it out with a razor blade and move on.
See my new pocket knife?
That's all you sent the picture. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what happens when you bust your ass.
So that's how long you've been there?
No.
That's how long the company's been open?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a nice knife.
Yep. He came up to me and was like, clip or no clip? And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, do you want a clip or no clip? He's like, are you about to give me a gun? I was like stoked. And I was like, it's called
going to be loaded? Because I'm going to use it
First off, it's called a magazine, but I'm not going to fucking nitpick. So, like, and then he shows me, he's like, it was a, it's a case trapper and it has a clip, which I've never fucking seen before.
Right.
I've got the same knife without the clip. Mm-hmm. And, like, it's got me, like, going, this is going to sound really dumb, but, like, in Texas, if you give someone a case knife, it's like one of those, like, dude, really appreciate you. You're a fucking great guy. Here's a quality knife. Like, that's how I've ever, like, I have like 4 case knives.
Yeah.
3 of them were given to me by a grandparent, things like that. The one that wasn't given to me, I bought, but I bought it when I got married to Kaylin to give to my son whenever I had one.
Oh, nice.
It's fucked up having girls first, but I thought, like, that's what it was for. Is like, if I ever have someone, like, I don't care about my last name, I don't care about my lineage.
Just something to hand down.
But if I ever had a son, one day when I feel like he's a man,
give him a knife.
I'm gonna give him that old case knife and be like, I bought this before you were thought of. Like, that's how long I've been thinking about you. Like, not in a weird, like,
yeah,
but just like, fucking, you've been on my mind since day one.
No, that makes sense.
And so it's cool. I got this knife so I don't have to carry that other one. So just gonna let him get that old busted ass knife.
Yeah, this thing that I've been using forever. It's yours now. Congratulations.
Me and Jeremy Loftus were talking about Texas and case knives.
So, like, I prefer Kershaw and Buck.
Yeah, they're good knives.
I've never had a case knife.
So, like, I don't know.
Are they made in Texas?
I don't think so.
So why is it a Texas thing?
I don't know.
Just an old cowboy deal?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They're just quality fucking knives, and they last forever. You can get some that are like, these are the double X stainless.
Yep.
But they have some that are just, they'll turn black after a while.
Yeah.
And they're fucking
tarnished.
They'll stay sharper than shit, dude. And then, like, I don't know. My stepdad, he's big about case knives.
Well, it's a good hunting knife.
It's just a good knife for anything. I've been cleaning my fingernails out since I got it.
I kind of don't like that you have to open one blade to open the other blade.
You don't have to.
Oh, yeah, there's a little notch.
That's that butcher blade.
It's a sticky slicey.
Sticky slicey. I don't know. I fucking love knives, and, like, just the fact that my boss gave me that, and it was like, hell yeah, dude. I haven't worked.
Did everybody get one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe some of them listen, some of them don't. So I'm just fucking juggling shit. I don't know.
Yep. Sorry. Inappropriate question.
No, it's cool. Give me a beer.
Yes, sir.
I'm getting fired up.
My boss gave me this awesome cooler.
Yeah.
That's keeping our beer.
That's another thing you can give an employee. Let's just go through the things you can give employees.
Not snow cones and pizza parties.
Don't fucking do that.
Give me a coffee cup.
Well,
give me a knife.
Coffee cup.
Give me a cooler. They gave us jackets or sweatshirts for like the last 3 years.
Ooh, a nice hoodie.
It's a good hoodie. It's too small for me now, but it's a good hoodie. It's hot, dude. It's like, it's thick.
Give me a Carhartt hoodie that just has my label, the company.
That's what ours is branded on the breast pocket.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
I can dig. Like, I'm so programmed to be like a fucking company man, even though I hate it sometimes.
Checks out.
But like, you just have to give me a little bit.
Right.
And I will be your fucking hardest working mother.
A couple of attaboys here and there.
So
go a long way.
My boss's mom walked through the shop and gave us all like fresh out of the oven cinnamon rolls that morning.
Ugh.
And like, I just put a big old fucking dip of snuff in. And she walked up with these cinnamon rolls and I was like, fuck this.
Yep.
And I ate it and drank like my coffee with it. And I was like, wow, do you really care about me? And then not even 2 hours later, they're like, I got this for you. I was like, what is today? And it was also payday. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's the best day of your life.
Yeah. I was even really expecting to look at my paycheck and there'd be like an extra $300 on it or something.
Yeah, just see what else could happen.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that shit.
That's great. It's like affirmations are good.
Mm-hmm.
Like it, especially, as a blue collar employee like we are.
Yeah.
You don't get that very much.
No.
And as men, we get it even less.
Yeah.
From society or whoever the fuck you want to say. So like a little bit goes a long
way.
Just don't give me a fucking pizza party.
No.
Don't give me snow cones because it's hot outside.
No.
That's not a treat. That's what General Dynamics did. Like, hey, you guys beat the quarterly numbers by $1 million.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a snow cone truck.
And then
on Friday.
fucking Snowball Charlie comes in there with you have to fucking put your own syrup on it.
Thanks for this $2 reward for me.
Thanks for giving me fucking flavored ice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just put one of these in the break room for like $600.
And everyone can have a snow cone whenever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably would have been cheaper.
Way cheaper. Fucking idiots. I don't know. If I ever like had my own company, never happen. I don't want to deal with any of that bullshit. But like, fuck, man. I had one boss, and it was like around Christmas time, and he was going around the shop, and he's like, "Hey, what kind of beer do you drink?" And then he came to me. I was like, "Oh, I'm a Miller Lite man." By lunchtime, he said, "Hey, I'll go in the back of my truck and grab what you want." Went back there and there's like 30 packs of different beers like Bud Light, Miller Lite, Shiner Bock, things like that. And I was like, grab the Miller Lite. And I was like, yeah, that's what I want. And then I put it to the car, came back. So like, there's more beer in there. Like, he's like, well, I bought more than some others. So if you got your beer still, I'd get another one. I got 60 beers. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm set for a week. And like,
or at least till next Tuesday.
Yeah. And that was cool. Like, he didn't have to do that.
No.
He just did it because he's like, hey, this, that, and the other. Taking your employees to lunch sometimes. Like, hey, let's go grab a bite to eat.
I've had a boss, or my current people, buy me beer before for staying late. Like, hey, you working late? I'm like, yeah. What do you want to drink?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So it shows back up with like a 6-pack. Here you go. Yeah. Don't stay too late. All right.
Fuck yeah.
And then fucking bail out.
Yeah.
That's back when we were smaller, and it was like, it doesn't happen anymore. Because so like, we went from like 12 employees to like 65 employees.
Yeah.
So
the
rules changed.
I've worked at a place and it was right next door to It'll Do Tavern, Gene Ray's place. And Ray Jean, yeah, no, sorry. Dyslexic. The guy was like, it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and we were busting our ass. And he's like, all right, fucking time out. Let's go. We went over there and grabbed a couple of beers, and he bought it for us. That was the coolest thing he ever did. Cool. Other than that guy was a piece of shit. But that one time he bought beers, and we like listened to fucking whatever he was playing. Yeah. Like, it was great.
That's cool.
That place was so cool, man.
Where was it?
It was off of Edith Street.
So right behind it?
Yeah.
On that little, like...
The big hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying the dude's name because he will do something stupid if he hears about it, so I'm not going to say shit. But, like, that It'll Do Tavern was fucking cool.
That was a cool place.
It was so cool.
Remember the Kia that I had? The big old whiskey den on the door? I was parked across the street.
At the, yeah.
Like, parallel park. And some drunk old dude backed out of Ray Jean's place and backed into my car and then left.
They'll do it there.
And I was like, I walked outside to leave and I was like, oh.
That's cool.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And I walked back inside and I was like,
do you have a camera?
People. That's why I was like, do you have a camera?
He's like, fuck no.
He was like, yeah.
Oh, never mind.
And I was like, somebody backed into my car. Where are you parked? It was across the street. He goes, it's no parking zone. I was like, I'm not calling the cops. I just want to find out who it was. Because he kept paper books.
Yeah.
Like, he kept handwritten receipts on stuff.
Yeah.
So he told me who it was. Called the guy. Left him like 3 or 4 messages.
Nothing.
Never answered me. I was like, look, I'm not going to, like, hose you out or anything. I just want you to.
Do you have a plunger? Come pull this fucking dent
for
out.
the damages. Because I'm not going to file it on my insurance because the cost of a door panel is less than my deductible.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing that shit. I just wanted to see if you wanted to be a decent human being. Like, maybe next time you run into somebody, don't fucking leave.
Yeah.
Coward.
Fucking bitch. He's dead now, probably.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably not a person anymore. Ooh, you're going for the pyramid.
Well, I'm out of room.
Did you know scientists brought back the dire wolf?
Why?
Because they can.
Have they seen Jurassic Park?
They're doing it. I know that they're in like Siberia. They have found like woolly mammoths, and they're making new woolly mammoths.
So, like, I can see where that wouldn't necessarily be problematic.
Yeah.
Because they're not predators.
Dire wolves.
Don't bring back an apex predator.
Well, like, we're already fucked. Like, they've already released a bunch of fucking wolves in Colorado
They did it in Yellowstone, too.
and Yellowstone.
That's going to blow up anyway. It doesn't matter.
All those wolves are fucked, dude. Let me find it, dude. I'll read it to you. Oh, my fucking Go For You page. It's fucking horrible.
I can only imagine.
Oh, my gosh. I just barely clicked on search. And it was like, look at all this gross
Got
stuff.
distracted.
Yeah. Scientists have revived the dire wolf, a massive species extinct for over 10,000 years.
They were giant wolves.
The first howl in millennia is here. Meet Romulus and Remus. Why would they name them Romulus and Remus?
So they're not just, like, trying. They've actually successfully done it.
There it is.
Okay. I mean, it's cute.
Look how cute that fucking puppy is.
That's cute, but it's
Look
gonna,
how cute.
it's gonna be the size of a horse when it's fully grown, and it's gonna eat your face.
They put it on the Game of Thrones.
Of course they did.
Fucking morons. Oh, look, they're doing. Hold on, I gotta play the howl. That's a wolf howling. That's not what you think it is.
Oh yeah, there's video. You can see the actual doggies.
That sounded just like a woman getting pleased
Yeah,
in a good way.
and it's saying yes, please.
I'm worried that this technology, like bringing back shit that shouldn't be brought back, right? Like
Yeah. Why would you do that?
why? Getting the water out?
No.
Like,
Water. Why would there be water in my house?
I don't know, dude. You know who you're talking to. Hey, now.
I know you heard wolves. You don't have to bark about it.
But, like, what if one of these motherfuckers is like, you know, it'd be dope?
Shh.
Like, Jurassic Park was a movie, but, like, what if we did it better than them? What if we brought back the Raptors? Like, I don't...
I don't.
It's fucking terrifying, actually.
It's one of those things where, like, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can drink 30 beers in a night. The results will be problematic,
Yeah.
but I can do it.
It turns into you barrel rolling in front of a car.
That
Right.
that wasn't even 30.
No.
I was like 10.
I was pretty up there. Craig asked me Saturday, he's like, "Oh, was Jeremy the guy that went with us to Rack and Roll?" I was like, "No, he wasn't.
No, that was Seth.
Absolutely not." And he goes, "I shouldn't have been out." I was like, "Dude, you're absolutely right." He doesn't listen to anybody's shit.
No.
Me and Kelly,
Or this podcast.
yeah, me and Kelly were talking about like, yeah, he has this YouTube channel, we have the podcast. And he's like, Craig doesn't, and we're like, why would I fucking listen to my best friends talk? Like, I could just fucking call y'all and talk. And I was like, yeah, but
Just subscribe and don't listen to it.
please.
Okay. Push play and mute it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I got a bunch of sad comments on that post I put on TikTok. I just said it's going to be a long night. And I was drinking one of those hazies. And everyone's like, why is it a long night? Are you okay? Like, but it didn't help. Like, the guy was playing Nutshell
Yeah.
in the background.
I'm just gonna go.
That hazy IPA is pretty fucking top notch.
It's tasty.
It makes my cheeks numb instantly.
Oh, that's probably not good.
It's
Maybe,
probably
I don't know.
probably like allergic reaction or something.
And if there was gluten in it, you'd be fine.
It just,
Props to them also for making it gluten-free, hazy. That's impressive.
I don't know how they did that. I mean, I know that they can. They're just using
Brewer's Clarex pulls all the shit out of it.
Brewer's Clarex. I forget that I'm in business with a brewmaster.
Nope, just a
Brew
guy
haha.
that knows enough to get in trouble.
I doubt that. I think you could fucking make any beer you wanted.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
mostly Drew.
Drew Brew. I know a couple of guys have asked us like when are you gonna make your own beer? Truck Beer's beer. Like,
It's gonna be Miller Lite.
yeah, it's just gonna be a crispy cold boy and fucking. You might as well just take this and put our fucking logo on it. That's what I want Miller Lite to do. Is fucking partner with us and we just have special edition Miller Lites.
Yeah,
And it's just Miller Lite with their fucking logo.
Miller Lite beers.
Yeah. Truck Beers presents
Miller Lite beers.
Miller Lite beers.
Yeah. Who cares?
It's the 50th anniversary Miller Lites this year.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh, fuck them. They don't listen or respond.
Yeah. One day you're going to fucking realize that you fucked up not answering
I hope so.
the call.
I can't wait for that one. They're like, hey, we would like to sponsor you. I'm like, oh, do you?
I will, like, if you want us to fucking endorse your product, you have to pay X amount of money and we have to release 10 commercials.
And we have to have our
But
own
we
beer.
have
We
creative.
have to have our own beer and we get to choose the recipe.
Yeah, and we have just 100% creative, like, whatever you call that. The thing
Yeah.
that you have when you're in charge. Creative freedom?
Sure.
Yeah.
Artistic freedom.
Artistic freedom. Because it's going to be my For You page on Instagram over and over again. Big booty bitches.
Okay. Let me type.
It's cool to see people watching us on the YouTubes.
We currently have 4. We had a lot more earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
No, cool. They just saw us and were like, get out of here. Oh, yeah, fucking baseball season's back.
Yeah.
I meant to bring that up.
Rangers have the best record in the AL.
They're kicking all the ass. It's early. It's so fucking early.
They haven't played the Angels yet.
They haven't played the Angels.
They haven't played anybody in their division. I don't think anybody has.
Nope. They played the Rays this weekend.
The Reds.
Yeah. They played Red Sox.
Yep. Played Red Sox on their opening series. Don't look now. The Angels might suck again. All right. This iPad's dead.
Oh, no more?
No more.
You know, I love you, Justin Gibbons, but if you tag me in another fucking golf
Just trying to
thing,
get that giveaway.
God, you're not going to get it. You could.
He
You could.
texted me on too. Oh, Seth sent me a text earlier. It's like a Masters fantasy pick thing. Like, I guess he's got a group of dudes doing it. It's like, I was like, sure, I'll pick a team. It's like you pick 6 players. Like
Seth.
Selmar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simlar.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's Seth. You pick like a past champion.
Tiger.
Tiger's not playing. He tore his Achilles.
Oh fuck.
Like pick a past champion, an amateur, a wild card, an international player, and then there's another one. I can't remember what it was right now. He just sent me a link, and I was like, I don't know what this is. So I opened it. I was like, oh, it's a fantasy golf thing. Cool. So, yeah, don't fuck with me after Thursday. I'm going to be watching the Masters.
Who's all? So you can. So one that's won it before, you can do Rory. You can do
Rory, Scotty,
Phil. Phil would be the one
That's who I picked.
Yeah, Phil would be the one I picked. He can fucking come back and do.
Oh, so okay, it was a past winner, an international player, an amateur.
What's that fucking Asian dude that? There's a couple of them, but like
Minwoo Lee, Colin Morikawa.
I'm gonna go for the Japanese guy.
Sure, I don't know. Colin Morikawa is from South Africa.
That's not it then. Never mind.
No, New Zealand. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, I'm just fucking racist.
So
apparently,
it was a past champion, an international player, an amateur, an American player, a wild card, and there were 6 categories. I can't remember what it is. I can't look at my phone right now because it's right there.
Yeah.
But
what did you put Bryson DeChambeau in?
From the American player.
Yeah. That was a good pick.
Phil was my past champion. Bryson was the American. Akshay Bakhtiara was my international player. No. I picked Akshay for something. I don't know what it was. Tommy Fleetwood was my international player.
Oh, good.
And this dude named Maverick something was my amateur. And I only picked, I don't know shit about
because his name's Maverick.
Yes, that's the only reason I picked him.
You did a fucking great job.
And I was like, yes. And then Seth was like, he's actually really fucking good. That's a good team. And I was like, cool.
I hope you win.
There's no money in it, but it'd be great to be like, ha ha.
Yeah, no, bragging rights are way better than
My
currency.
team name was Holland 2.
We need we haven't played golf in a minute.
I know. It's been raining.
It's been raining and it sucks,
It's
but
beautiful this weekend.
Maybe
We're not playing at Gilmer anymore.
Why?
So they instituted a new policy to where if you're not a member, you have to have a tee time on the weekend. Don't care about that. That's cool. A lot of clubs do that.
Okay.
But then they're like, if you're not a member, you can't tee off between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Sunday. Because that's when all those old fuckers go out there
and do their scramble. Yeah.
I'm like, you're
cutting off,
alienating paying customers. Like, do you get some of these dudes that like want to go to church and then want to leave church and go play golf?
Yeah.
That don't care how much it costs. Also, they're way too expensive for what they are.
Right.
For the record. But you're doing this thing where like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't tee off until 4:15. Oh, or you better get here before noon.
Yeah.
Like, that's just stupid. They're treating it like it's a private golf club,
but
like
it's
a private country club.
Right.
They're not. You're a public course.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's one day of the week, whatever. Cool. That's one of the only days of the week I can go play.
Sunday. That's fucking every time I've played golf has been on Sunday.
Yes. I've done it a few other times.
Oh, no, I haven't. I'm just saying Sunday's the day I can go play
and
golf.
Also, like, you're charging too much.
A lot.
Because I can go play at Alpine, which is a full 18 holes.
Yep.
For $10 to $15 to $20 cheaper.
So, like, Gilmer on Sundays.
It's like $65.
Alpine is $60.
No, Alpine's like $40.
Maybe I'm dumb. I paid $60 the last time we played there.
Did you buy beer?
I think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
there it is.
Hey,
I'm the problem.
I think for like a cart and a green fee on a weekend at Alpine is like $43.
Right. I want to do the fucking Alpine Target course.
The Divine Nine?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's lit also, I think.
No, it's at night.
It's not.
No.
The front half of it's lit. The back half of it's not.
Homie Peyton Fells he and his boys went and played it.
Seth sent me a text a couple weeks ago. It was like, hey, you want to go play Divine Nine tonight? I was like, I don't have my clubs.
Where's your clubs at?
They were here.
You were not.
I was at work.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, can't do it.
He's invited me a couple of times, and I'm like, damn it, I've got my kids and this, that, and the other. Like, he's going to catch me,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be free in goblin mode,
Yes.
and he's going to regret everything. I like that guy a lot.
Yeah.
I think he's great.
Same.
And he's married to one of my best friends.
Right.
And like the whole thing is great, but like I don't think he understands what he's trying to sign up for.
Do you know what Matt Smith on the golf course really means?
It's not fun. It's a fucking it's chaos. It's not great.
It's like, do you have 3 hours to play 9 holes?
Yeah.
Because we're going to do it.
Do you want to see Matt make the most immaculate 5-iron? You peeing?
Yeah.
I got to pee too.
God.
You got to pause the Spotify.
Yeah.
No, fuck him. Fuck him feeding fish heads. I saw you wiggling. I was like, I got to wiggle too, dude. So glad I did. Idiot. And they make these like pussy control. But they like we make these giant
Blast cabinets.
no, they're super pillars, columns and shit, and they're like 10-inch columns on the corners, 8-inch columns in between. There's 8-inch columns. This is like 8 by 8 half-inch shit.
Yeah.
And there's so much shit on them. They gave us a month. We said we'll see. So
We'll try.
we're back. Sorry, we're just talking.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not.
I'm done apologizing.
I'm 6 beers in. You guys are good.
I am done apologizing.
6 beers in. No, I don't like. It's at where I'm at in my life. It's hard for me to like try to make new friends.
Yes.
I want to,
Eh.
but I'm not going to be my true self until a certain point. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like I'm not like a friend. Like I'm a fucking liability. Like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being extra hard on myself, but like
I don't think you're a liability.
Like the reason why I'm friends with like Craig is because you were the buffer.
Yeah. No, I get that. Like I need a go between.
I need someone to like update him. Like, listen,
Kind of a wild dude.
you got to understand he's a vibe guy.
Yeah.
He sucks at golf. But he will do certain things while playing golf and you're like, "What the fuck is going on?" But then he'll do 4-putt from 2 feet away.
Yeah.
Like it's just like back and forth kind of thing. Same thing with like everybody wants to fucking play guitar like with me or do something like that. I'm like, I'm not really that fun to write music with because when I get hooked on something, I'm like, I'm not like you and I mesh so well.
I think that's why I don't have that opinion of you. It's like I've never had a bad songwriting experience with you ever.
Because you and I are so similar. Like we can fucking like you'll play something. I'm like, God damn it, tears to my eye. I'm like, yes, you figured it out.
Yeah.
But like if there's some things like, no, you think you should do this. I'm like, no, absolutely not.
No.
I'm not doing this shit.
I'm writing the song.
Yeah. Like with the song 201.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah. With 201, I was like, shut up. Fuck off.
No, this is what we're doing.
This is what we're like, because it's like an OCD thing with me on like music wise. Like I'll get,
I don't know that it's an OCD thing. I think it's like once you get an idea in your head, you know what the fruition of it should be. Like you know how
yeah,
like, this is how this song is supposed to sound.
Right.
And if you fuck it up,
I can't
we're not doing it.
No.
Yeah.
It's got to be what my mind tells me it should be.
Yeah.
Because if it's not what my mind tells me it should be, it's not going to be. That's crazy as shit. I get that, but like...
I don't know. I think as an artist, that's pretty on par.
And like, I don't know. You and I need to fucking figure out what we're going to do musically sooner than later, because like...
Send a drummer and singer.
Shit, I'll
Could
sing.
be one person. I don't care.
I'll fucking sing. I don't care right now. I'll write fucking weird shit.
We should probably get together and start jamming again.
Just you and I.
Just get some ideas together for whenever we do find some.
I'm
people
fine
to
with
jam
that.
with.
I'm fine with that.
Like, hey, look, here's 5 songs.
So my acoustic guitar stopped working. Well, the neck was fucked up.
Yeah.
But then I bought a whole bunch of fucking glue and I fucking pried it open and it set right.
Nice.
It set really good.
Yeah.
It's like the action's really high up there, but I don't go up there. I'm not a fucking...
Yeah. I'm not noodling.
I'm not one of those guys.
I mean, I don't even think we need to be acoustic. You can bring your little amp over here. I've got that
Yeah.
Mark bass in the garage. I've got 2 or 3 basses here. We can... I need to go get my shit from Ollie's.
That's what I was about to say. Like, I've got a lot of money up there. It needs to...
It's true. And it all got moved around this weekend. Last weekend.
I haven't went up there and looked through where everything is. I'm kind of scared. I just haven't fucking... I know Chad has our best interest.
Yes.
I know he's gonna like, hey, this is my boys.
But I also, like, I can see him moving that bass cabinet and being like, fuck this asshole for leaving it here.
I can see...
Even though he's like, no, just leave it here.
I can see a punk rock band seeing some shit and taking it home with them, too.
It's true.
If, like, I go up there and things are missing, I'm going to Shreveport.
That dark glass isn't even paid for yet. I hope nobody stole it.
God. We might have fucked up. I don't know. We'll be back to roots.
Yeah.
You want to be in a band? We can't.
Yeah. Do you have equipment that I can borrow?
Can we borrow some shit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I go back and forth. I wanted to play with Kevin just to see like what meshes out.
I think it'd be fun. I think we should do it.
And I think I want to play with James Wes. I know his name is Wesley and I can't. His Instagram is James Wesley and I'm like, James. That's not it.
Jimmy West.
Jimmy Witt. He's such a fucking... He intimidates me as a drummer. Like,
he's really easy to work with.
I know. Like, I bet I can play fucking peepaw chords and he'd be like, okay, yeah, make it sound good. But like, I know his catalog. I know his resume. And I'm like, I don't deserve to play with you, sir. You take your craft seriously. I just want to...
Yeah, you care. I'm just here to get drunk and have a good time.
I just want to be in front of people and act stupid again. Yeah. That's all I care about. I talk all this shit like I'm the door guy for Ollie's. And I did that big talk after we played our set, talking about the scene and like being here and fucking showing up and like...
Haven't been to a show since.
That was the first show and I didn't show up because...
You had your kids though, that's different.
I got permission from the ex. I said I might take the kids to Ollie's show. And she's like, okay, that's fine. Make sure they wear earplugs and keep an eye on them. And I was like, perfect. Then I asked the children. I said, hey, Daddy needs to kind of go to work tonight. It's like, it's not a real job, but I got to be there sometimes because it's really important to me.
Talked a lot of shit, and now I have to show up.
I got in front of all these people and I yelled and they were like, yeah, you're doing a good job. And Cashton was like, let's go. But then Carrington's like, sometimes when Cash gets overstimulated, he shuts down and it's not good for anybody. And I was like, we're staying home tonight.
Yikes.
That's what we did. Because
Well, that was immediately after the weekend after we went to Shreveport and you spent the whole ride on the phone with...
Yeah, that's what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was worried about.
Yeah, that checks out.
That's
respectable. I mean, you got to be a dad first.
100%. I will not, like, fuck everybody over my kids.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. My kids, I hope one day they realize, like, what that means, like, me being their dad, like, understanding, like, I will lose a job if it means choosing you.
It's the thing, presence is better than presence.
Yeah.
Like, being there is better than
gifts.
Does that make, like, that...
Dude, this sounds silly.
It's true, though.
This sounds silly. Like, so my ex and I, it's been 2 years since we split up.
Mm-hmm.
And then she went on a trip, and I had my kids. They were with me for like almost a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I had she came home, and I was having the fucking hardest time. I was like, no, I've been here the whole time, like every day. And I got like back into the swing of things, being with them every single day.
Yep.
And I was like, dude,
they can stay here.
I fucking bawled my eyes out on the ride home, just thinking like I'm not going to be there tonight.
Yeah, I won't see them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, we work together very well. Their kids are functioning great.
Right.
Like if I need to come over, I'll come over. And like sometimes Cashin's like, hey, I can't sleep, I'm freaking out. I'll just drive over there and I'll lay in bed with them. And we're like, what's going on, dude?
That's cool that you and her have that kind of parenting relationship.
Yeah, that like we're both on the same team that way.
Yeah.
Like she's heard the horror stories of my childhood, house divided shit, and I was like,
violently.
Yeah. Fucking terribly.
Yeah.
And like I told her, like, from our whole marriage is like, if anything ever happens between us, like we don't work out, like I have to be dad.
Yeah,
it's
your only job.
You can't take that away from me, and it's not for me; it's for them. But yeah, it's for me too.
No,
like
it's just as much for you as it is for them.
Right.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Right.
Like if you don't care about it, you're not going to do a good job at it.
Yeah.
If you're just saying that to be like, oh, this seems like the appropriate thing to say.
No.
I need to be this guy, so society sees me a certain way.
No.
Then you're going to fall on your face. It's going to fucking suck.
No, I'll say I'm a very imperfect father.
Absolutely.
I'll say that, like, I figure out shit every single day, and I mess up, but also you'd be hard pressed to find any kid that talks about their dad like my kids talk about me.
Yeah.
Because like there's like true facts about the kids that will say, they're like, oh, dad will handle business. Mm-hmm. My dad has my back no matter what. Also, I can tell my dad anything.
Yep.
And I'm like the girls are getting to that teenage level. They're getting there every single fucking day.
Good luck.
And I am like, so there's this kid. He's a boy. He's a child. I get it.
You can't fight him yet. Legally.
I think
you could hire some kids to fuck him up.
I could. Fucking send McCade to him.
Give him an old yes, sir. Or please, sir.
I think there's...
McCade will just make friends with him.
Or ruin their life.
That's what both.
Yeah. He has to make friends first, then he'll... No, I'm just kidding. McCade's a shit. He is a shit, but yes. He is the shit.
Yeah, simultaneously.
No, like, I feel like one of my daughters is making her way to that level in life. One daughter's not. One daughter's like, I'm fine being...
Don't care.
Yeah. Don't give a shit. Cashin's the same way. He's like, fuck it. But it's getting kind of real.
Yeah.
And it really bugs me that everyone's like, it's so cute. I'm like, no.
No, it's not.
I will murder everybody.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's one of the main reasons I'm glad I didn't have girls. That's literally the main reason.
Mm-hmm.
I know Jameson told me last week, because he's in 6th grade now, and everybody has to do band in 6th grade, right?
Right.
It's a Texas thing, I guess. I don't know. Because I did it when I was in school, too.
Yeah.
Well,
in 6th grade, I did piano.
That's band.
Yeah.
Basically. You had to do some musical thing.
And then 7th grade, I went to band because I didn't want to play piano anymore, and I played drums.
So he told me, he's like, I don't think I'm going to do band next year. I was like, okay, that's fine. Because I'm going to do theater. I'm like, hell yeah. Because I can see him being like really good at that.
Yeah.
And I feel like he was kind of like, wasn't really sure how he could tell me that.
That's crazy.
Like, because
I get it. Yeah.
Musical family, kind of like everybody is semi-talented at something.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I think you would be fantastic at that.
Right.
Like, do it.
Do it.
And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah.
Dude, I can't wait for his first show. You know Uncle Matt's going to be there.
So, we'll see
Bravo
how it goes.
And an encore.
But I feel like he'll succeed at that really well.
I couldn't even imagine telling my dad I was going to do theater.
Yeah, right?
I did one act play in high school. I think my sophomore year. But because there was a chick that I really wanted to get close to, so I did that. I think I ended up just like
Motives.
props guy.
Where I'm wearing all black.
Yeah.
Moving the curtains.
I don't know, man. I always wanted to like do plays like big time. I thought it was really cool. Like I enjoyed that shit. I like whatever you can say about me, but like I like watching plays.
No, it's fun.
I fucking love it. I like watching plays. My ex really rubbed off on me on that way, like plays and musicals.
Yeah, I love musicals. I always have.
Fucking dude, what is that fucking Fiddler on the Roof?
That's a good one.
God, dude.
I went and saw Rent when I was a senior in high school. They did like an off-Broadway deal in Dallas.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Was it like the cast from?
No.
Oh,
It
never
was
mind.
random, but it was really good
Right.
because we were doing our senior my senior year. We did like a Rent.
What was that?
Medley.
1844.
That is a book.
I was talking about your senior year.
Oh yeah. It was 2001.
I get it. Yeah.
Child.
9/11.
We had talkies.
That was a
and-
wild senior
We
year.
had talkies and colored pictures. We were doing Rent in choir.
Right.
So all the seniors got to go to Dallas to see the off-Broadway
Right.
production. It was really good. It was super cool.
Have
It was
you
at the
ever-
Majestic Theater?
Have you ever seen the fucking? It's like a multiple choice question, like how many minutes are in a year, and like 25,600 minutes. Like
You go let my dog out, please.
yeah, I'll do that.
So while he goes to let my dog out, I'm just gonna talk shit about him. That ass though. Thank you, sir. Oh, that's gross. It's still wild to me that you have 3 nipples.
Yeah, that's not good. I need to go to a doctor and get this looked at, and like I've got this thing on my back that is growing.
Does it connect through your body?
You know what? I've never, dude.
It's pretty close.
It's right.
You got a fucking stalactite growing through your body.
Y'all wanna see it? It's right here. I've got this fucking
Looks
weird.
like a knife wound.
It's a burn. I was welding overhead, laying on my back underneath a fucking truck, and I struck the arc, and I'm welding, and I'm welding, and I'm welding, and like a piece of slag fell off, and it landed in my fucking valley right here between
Yeah.
my 2 pecs, and I fucking meat-headed it. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'll just keep fucking welding. Because, like, apparently there's a thing like, yeah, finish the weld, don't be a pussy. And I did. I'm not doing it anymore.
No.
As soon as something hits my skin, I'm like,
Apparently it burned all the way through. Now it's growing from your back.
no, whatever's on my back has just been, it's just collecting all the dandruff on my hair that I have left, and it's just turning angry.
It's your back hair dandruff.
It looks like a volcano filled with black magma. It's so bad.
Gross.
I can't see it through the mirror, and I can't take a picture of it, so I asked my daughters, like, is it getting bigger? And Carrington's like, Dad, you got to get it figured out.
Yikes.
It's not good. And I don't know.
Hey, we'll take care of it.
Yeah, I asked my daughters, I was like, hey, can you, like, I don't know, push on it till it does.
Squeeze it once.
And she's like, I'm not touching that, dude. You're a fucking idiot if you think so. Like, I don't know. I got to go to a doctor and be like, can you take care of this? And they'll say, gross. Okay.
$4,000.
Your copay is $1 million, you dumb idiot. I can't.
shower.
I do. But like,
That's what they're gonna tell you. Have you bathed?
so like when you shower, you're like, you rub the hot spots, you rub your legs, you know, all this.
You get what you can reach.
And then like, I can't reach between my shoulder blades.
Can't either.
So we were talking about musicals. This is going to sound really hilarious. I went and saw the Wicked movie with a girl I was dating,
Yes.
and she was heavily amused that I knew every song, and I was singing it, and she's like, what the fuck? And I was like, this movie's for me, not you.
Yeah.
I know you thought you wanted to watch it, but like, This is for me. So yeah, I like musicals.
That's on Paramount now.
It's a good movie.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's a fucking good movie. They did a good job.
That's good.
I seen them play in Dallas. Made a special trip for someone, and we did that, and then that's just how it works.
C'est la vie.
Mm.
All right, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, man.
All right.
I think we bullshitted enough.
We did successfully.
I think we did a good job.
Yeah. It's a shorter one, but that's okay.
Truck beers forever.
Truck beers forever.
I hope you guys.
When are we getting tattoos?
Whenever, dude.
I just need the money. Not this week.
I think like honestly, I can. It'd be fucked up to ask Billy to do a tattoo that Noah drew. It's got to be Noah.
Yeah. Well, Billy may have something sketched up since he was supposed to do it the first time.
He was, and then he never got back to me. That was the fucking wildest event. Like just trying to get.
It's a very Joey move.
If you guys know who Joey Frito is, you need to message that motherfucker and tell him to get us our tracks for Running with Giants.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really dope. He's a good kid. Good head on his shoulders.
Good dude. Just
fucking sucks at follow through.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna go to Dallas and knock on some doors.
We know where he works.
I know where you work.
Which means that's probably where his boss works too.
I might clip this like last bit and send it to him.
You wake up with a horse head under your pillow.
I think that's what we should do. Never mind. Y'all be good to each other. Y'all love each other.
Don't fight people unless they deserve it.
Don't turn around. Uh-oh.
All right, we love you. Take care of each other.
Be careful.
Don't be a dickhead.
Yep.
I mean, unless it's warranted. If it's warranted, then by all means, goblin mode, 100%.
Yeah.
But try to find an alternative.
Yep.
Like, slash your tires or something. Bye.
Piss in their tank.